Live from Fargo and serving you on TV, online, and on the go. This is Valley News Live at 6.
A developing story out of Moorhead tonight. 3 people have been arrested and police are still looking for 2 others in connection to a home invasion. Authorities say early Wednesday morning, 5 people participated in a home invasion and assault with multiple weapons, including a loaded firearm in Moorhead. 25-year-old Sheree Robertson, 30-year-old Joseph Thompson, and 31-year-old Aaron Thompson Jr. are being held on probable cause for multiple felony charges. Facing felony charges included aggravated robbery and second-degree assault. Officers are on the lookout for 28-year-old Kristen Barrito and 41-year-old Homan Winans III. If you know the whereabouts of Barrito or Winans, you're asked to contact your local law enforcement. And Mother Nature isn't finished with us just yet. Here's a live look in Minot using our Storm Team Skycam network. As you can see, flakes are flying and we will be seeing the same in our backyards very soon. And for those of you getting ready to travel for the holiday weekend, the road conditions aren't expected to be the greatest. No travel advisory has been issued for northwestern North Dakota. And the National Weather Service says a winter storm warning is in effect in North Dakota and much of north central Minnesota. Let's go right to Hutch Johnson for the very latest. Hutch?
For our western counties, Melanie, as we head into this Friday evening, we are seeing conditions deteriorate. This is a look from the DOT camera near Wishick as the snow is beginning to cover the road surfaces there. And here's a few things to keep in mind with this storm. It's going to have a band of heavy snow. It looks like it will track from near Minot and Harvey through the I-94 corridor in the southern Red River Valley over I-29, and then skirt the I-94 corridor just north of the Twin Cities with a band of heavy snow. 5 to 9 inches, pretty common in this band of heavy snow. Isolated locations picking up 12. That's on top of the 3 to 6 inches we saw this morning. Radar starting to blossom with the snow in the Minot area, Williston, south towards Bismarck, and it's spreading into southeast North Dakota, although not all of that is reaching the ground. It is generally tracking eastward, so conditions are the best for travel right now to get your groceries or head out. But overnight, things get very nasty. A winter storm warning in the red counties, surrounded by winter weather advisories where the impact is expected to be less. Now, after the snow falls, by early tomorrow morning, we're expecting blizzard-like conditions in the Southern Valley. A blizzard warning has been posted from Ada and Mayville south into the Sisseton Hills. That includes Fargo and Moorhead. Heaviest snow will happen overnight. Then the wind picks up, blizzard likely south in the early hours tomorrow. Protect your pets and your livestock now and change your travel plans if you can. We'll have updates to your forecast here in hour-by-hour style and have the timing of the system as it works its way through. But suffice it to say, tricky travel conditions through the better part of our Saturday.
Okay, thank you, Hutch. And make sure you tune into Valley News Live tomorrow morning. We'll have special reports as a potential blizzard moves in and what impacts it may have during your Easter holiday. And make sure you have the Valley News Live Store Team weather app so you can keep up with the weather anytime, anywhere. You'll get the latest forecasts and conditions so you can plan out your day. Just search VNL Weather in the App Store and download it for free. And although many people aren't happy about the snow falling in late March, an area ski resort isn't complaining, and they're taking full advantage of the weather. Joining us live from Detroit Mountain is Valley News Team's Ashley Holcomb. Ashley, are people having fun out there?
Hi, Melanie. Yes, we are having tons of fun out here. I spoke with some skiers and snowboarders earlier today, and they told me that they couldn't be more excited to hit the slopes again. And I have Detroit Mountain Manager, Guest Services Manager, Megan Smith here with me today. So, Megan, is it kind of rare for you guys to go ahead and, be open only a few days away from April?
Yeah, I mean, it's unique in the sense that we haven't had that opportunity yet. However, it's Minnesota weather, so you kind of have to expect that can happen. Weather changes so quickly, especially here, that we're just rolling with it, making it happen.
Absolutely. And you told me earlier today that when you guys decided to open, you were a little unsure of whether you were going to have enough employees. Is that correct?
Yeah. We weren't sure if we would have enough employees, so we didn't communicate it until about 10 o'clock this morning, just because we were waiting to hear back. Our employees are all part-time, so they all have other jobs they've gone off to because they thought the season was over. So it was really nice that they could rally and kind of bring it together for us.
Absolutely, and it really is very exciting that you guys are open. And for you skiers and snowboarders out there, this may not be the last time that Detroit Mountain is open as long as the weather and the staff allows it. Melanie?
Thanks, Ashley. And if you're in the area, you still have a little bit of time to make it to the slopes. The mountain will be open until 8 p.m. tonight. And we have new information tonight. A 3-year-old girl that was seriously hurt along with her mother in an interstate crash that killed her 2 siblings is getting ready to leave the hospital. A family member says Evelyn Dean suffered facial fractures, a concussion, and a skull fracture in Sunday's crash on I-29, but is expected to be discharged from Sanford Medical Center today. A family member says 30-year-old Trista Curry is also making progress in her recovery from the crash that took the lives of 9-year-old Camden Dean and 1-year-old Maxwell Dean. The SUV Curry was driving slid into the path of a semi on a snowy interstate near Grand Forks. Family members say Curry doesn't have medical insurance and have set up a You Caring fundraiser page. For a link to that information, you can go to valleynewslive.com and click on the story for the link to that page. A 10-year-old was seriously hurt after being ejected from a vehicle during a rollover crash on I-94. It happened today just 5 miles west of Valley City. A 36-year-old Canada man was traveling east on I-94 when he hit an icy stretch of roadway near Hobart Lake. His vehicle slid sideways into the median and rolled. A 10-year-old child who was unbuckled and asleep at the time was thrown from the car. The driver and an adult passenger suffered minor injuries. 2 other children were in car seats at the time of the crash and were not hurt. A driver was ticketed after authorities say he fell asleep at the wheel of a semi and caused a crash on I-94. It happened just before noon today near the Downer exit in Minnesota. Officers say weather was not a factor and no one was hurt. A Fargo man has been charged with a DUI after police say he drove into an RV that was parked in the KFGO parking lot last night. Both vehicles had heavy damage. 23-year-old Scott Hughes was taken to the hospital with non-life-threatening injuries. 2 Minnesota men are in the Clay County Jail after the Dilworth Police Department found pot in their car. Along with the drugs, officers found over $17,000 in the car. Police say they stopped a vehicle with out-of-state plates for speeding on Highway 10 in Dilworth. During the traffic stop, police could smell marijuana and did a search of the vehicle. Bryce Tribekey in Minneapolis and Willie Skinner of Fergus Falls were taken into custody. Formal charges are pending. A Pennsylvania man is in hot water after allegedly pocketing money that was raised during a charity event here in Fargo. North Dakota Attorney General Wayne Stengem has ordered a cease and desist against a Thomas Burke. In 2016, Burke organized officers down 5K races in Fargo and Bismarck to raise funds for local law enforcement. Turns out he was pocketing the money and leaving beneficiaries with unpaid bills. The 2016 Fargo event was advertised as a benefit for the Officer Jason Mosier Family Benefit Fund. Reports say Burke has done this in other states. Criminal theft charges are pending against him in Pennsylvania, and he might owe a vendor in Minnesota more than $16,000. Later on Valley News Live at 6, another change may be on the horizon for Sunday liquor sales in Minnesota. We'll let you know what that is coming up. But first, we'll tell you why using apps to transfer money may seem quick and easy, but that doesn't make it safe.